Good afternoon. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to afternoon news source only here at Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune page on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For this afternoon's headlines. DPWH is exploring the use of rainwater stored in detention basins as a potential source of potable water. A stray cat triggered a fire that destroyed a hut in Barangay San Roque, Maramag, Bukidnon early Wednesday morning. 22.9 million pesos worth of suspected party drugs seized during an anti-drug operation in Mabalacat City, Pampanga. UP Baguio cautioned the public against individuals making false claims of being affiliated with the university's alumni community. San Jose del Monte, Bulacan's water production increased by 10.5% under new operator Metro Pacific Bulacan Water. Japan continues to be the Philippines' largest source of official development assistance with $13.81 billion in financing as of June of 2026. British YouTube duo Dan Howell and Phil Lester are bringing their hard launch world tour back to the Philippines with Manila added as a new stop. Christian Colleges of Southeast Asia champions of the 2026 Kadayawan Sepak Takraw Battle of Champions in Davao City. Today is the 27th day of August 2026, Thursday, and I'm Chynna Basillaje bringing you today's top stories. Now let's move on to this afternoon's headlines. The Department of Public Works and Highways is exploring the use of rainwater stored in detention basins as a potential source of potable water. DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon said the agency will coordinate with Maynilad and Manila Water to redirect the stored water to their treatment facilities. The proposal aims to give detention basins a dual purpose, helping reduce flooding while providing an additional raw water source for household use after treatment. Dizon made the announcement during an inspection in EDSA Balintawak, where the DPWH is also planning a new detention basin near the Andres Bonifacio Monument with assistance from NLEX Corporation. The proposed basin could help ease flooding not only along EDSA but also toward G. Araneta Avenue. A stray cat reportedly triggered a fire that destroyed a hut in Barangay San Roque, Maramag, Bukidnon early Wednesday morning. The Bureau of Fire Protection said the fire started in a dirty kitchen after the cat overturned a pan of pork adobo, spilling oil onto burning embers. The hut, which was made of light materials, was completely destroyed before firefighters arrived. The owner managed to escape and move his motorcycle away from the burning structure, while no injuries were reported. And authorities seized around 22.9 million pesos worth of suspected party drugs during an anti-drug operation in Mabalacat City, Pampanga. The operation was carried out by law enforcement authorities targeting the distribution of illegal drugs in the area. The seized drugs were reportedly intended for distribution, prompting authorities to intensify their monitoring of possible drug networks in the city. The operation also resulted in the arrest of suspects who may face charges under Republic Act 9165 or the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. The confiscated substances were turned over to authorities for proper examination and documentation. And the University of the Philippines Baguio has cautioned the public against individuals making false claims of being affiliated with the university's alumni community. The warning comes after reports of people allegedly using supposed UP Baguio credentials or connections for unauthorized purposes. The university reminded the public to verify the identity and affiliation of anyone claiming to be a UP Baguio alumnus, especially when these claims are used in transactions or requests for assistance. UP Baguio also urged those who encounter suspicious claims to report them through the university's official channels to help prevent possible fraud and misuse of the institution's name. San Jose del Monte, Bulacan's water production increased by 10.5% under new operator Metro Pacific Bulacan Water. Average daily output rose to 135.19 million liters in August from 122.36 million liters under previous operator Prime Water. The increase came after repairs on more than 600 pipeline leaks and upgrades to water treatment plants, pumps, and deep wells. However, some residents still report weak or intermittent supply, so the operator is deploying water tankers and planning static water tanks in affected communities. And Japan continues to be the Philippines' largest source of official development assistance, or ODA, with $13.81 billion in financing as of June 2026. The amount accounts for 35.26% of the country's total ODA portfolio, according to the Department of Economy, Planning, and Development. The figures were highlighted during a farewell reception for outgoing Japanese Ambassador Kazuya Endo on August 25. DepDev Secretary Arsenio Balisacan said the Philippines-Japan partnership has expanded beyond infrastructure to include peace and development in Mindanao, climate action in health, the digital connectivity, and maritime safety and security. DepDev also emphasized the need to turn bilateral agreements into tangible benefits for Filipinos as the country's development priorities continue to evolve. And Philippine shares traded sharply lower at the market recess with the benchmark PSEI declining 124.49 points or 2.03% to 6,012.74. The all-shares index also fell 51.34 points or 1.51% to 3,343.23. Services posted the steepest decline at 3.06%, followed by financials at 1.93%, industrial at 1.82%, holding firms at 1.12%, and property at 0.80%. Mining and oil also slipped 0.45%, with all sectoral indices in negative territory. And British YouTube duo Dan Howell and Phil Lester are bringing their hard-launch world tour back to the Philippines, with Manila added as a new stop. The pair will perform on December 4, 2026, following what they described as phenomenal fan demand. Tickets for the newly added shows, including Manila, will go on sale on August 28 at 12 noon local time. Other new stops include New Jersey, Brisbane, Helsinki, Warsaw, Manchester, and Newcastle. Known for their comedy, lifestyle, and gaming content, Dan and Phil rose to global fame through YouTube before expanding into books, podcasts, and live stage shows. This will also mark their return to Manila after previously performing in the Philippines in 2018. And Christian Colleges of Southeast Asia, or CCSA, emerged as champions of the 2026 Kadayawan Sepak Takraw Battle of Champions in Davao City. CCSA defeated Bootcamp Diwa at the Davao City Recreation Center to claim the championship. The victory earned CCSA a 50,000 peso cash prize and the championship trophy. Bootcamp Diwa settled for first runner-up while Sadusta and CBC finished as second and third runners-up respectively. The tournament brought together top Sepak Takraw teams as part of the Kadayawan festivities in Davao City. And did you know the word jeepney is believed to come from the combination of jeep and jeepney, a small passenger vehicle or bus? After World War II, Filipinos converted surplus American military jeeps into affordable public transportation. These vehicles were eventually lengthened to carry more passengers and became what we now know as the iconic Filipino jeepney. What if your type suddenly came your way? A TikTok video by @Crimson_ went viral with 4.9 million views, showing a group of friends suddenly running away from the police. The group was filming a TikTok when they spotted police enforcing curfew, prompting them to make a quick escape. Netizens found the situation hilarious, with one commenting, "Bakit nyo kami iniwan, mga fake friends?" That's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune page on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Once again, I'm Chynna, Basillaje, and this has been Tribune News on Q.